Hey everybody, this is Keita. Today I'm going to be doing this video in the comfort of my own home, and I'm going to be doing salmon with shrimp and asparagus. We're going to wrap those up in 4-pack, so it's going to be a salmon, shrimp, asparagus 4-pack. And we're going to start off, I'm going to cut off the ends of the asparagus, and then I'm going to boil it for about 3 or 4 minutes. Alright, so we're going to add the water to the pot for our asparagus. Don't look at the dishes in my sink, I just got home from work. But we're going to fill it up maybe about halfway, just enough to cover the asparagus. This should be enough. We're going to bring it over here to the stove. We're going to put the stove on high and give that a few moments to warm up. Alright, while we're waiting on the water to boil for the asparagus, I'm going to go ahead and cut these nasty ends off because we don't need those. Cut those off. Put those in the trash. And that's it. Alright, so now our water has come to a boil. So we're going to put our asparagus in. I don't have that many because it's just me that's going to eat them, so I just got a handful. And we're just going to put those in the water. And I like to boil them to bring the bright green color back, because sometimes when they sit in the store, they start looking kind of dirty and nasty, but putting them in the boiling water bring the color back. All right, so we're going to let those boil for maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. All right, so they are now a bright green color. I want to zoom in so you can see how boiling them brings the color back, bring the asparagus back to life. We're going to boil it for maybe about 1 more minute, and that's going to be it. All right, so the asparagus are done. Turn that eye off, and we're going to drain these asparagus. Again, y'all, please don't look at my sink. Don't judge me by my sink. I don't want to spill none of them in the sink. All right, now we're going to go to the next step. All right, so now we're going to season up our fish. Our shrimp. And then the salmon. And these are the seasonings that I'm going to use. Got some kosher salt, garlic powder, black pepper, Old Bay seasoning, and curry powder. We're not going to do anything too extravagant today. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to season it up real good. Try to do this quickly. Kosher salt. I don't never use measurements. I just eyeball everything. That's just me, you know, everybody is different. Kosher salt, garlic powder. You have to make sure that your food is seasoned well. Make sure I'm getting all my fish coated with seasoning. Got some black pepper. Old Bay. Get every part of your fish seasoned well, and curry powder. I'm not gonna put too much, just enough to taste. And that's it. All right, so now I have my little Pyrex dish, and I'm gonna add a little water to the bottom of that, so that way when the fish is cooking, you know, it won't get dried out. We'll have the water in here to add moisture to the fish. Now I'm gonna get me some aluminum foil. make sure that I get enough to be able to wrap the fish along with the asparagus. I'll put that in there like so. Alright, I'm going to put my asparagus at the bottom. You're making too much noise. Alright, so we got the asparagus at the bottom. We're going to add our salmon. And now we're going to add our shrimp. And I'm going to add some lemon juice and some butter. And those are going to be the last ingredients that I add. So we put a little lemon juice. Not too much, because you don't want it to be too tart. Alright, that's our lemon juice. And our butter. Make sure you add enough butter. So that way your fish and your asparagus will soak up all of your different flavors. And I just usually just cut off pieces. Just place them in different areas on top of the fish. And this is non-salted butter that I'm using. And I think this should be enough. All right. Okay. All right, sorry about that. So we're gonna wrap this up like so. Make sure that everything is covered thoroughly. And everything is secure. All right, and now I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven. Preheat it on 350. And you let that warm up. Should take just a couple minutes. And once the oven warms up, then we're gonna put that in. All right, so the oven is ready, and we're gonna pop this in. Remember, I set it at 350. I'm putting it on the bottom rack. We're gonna set our timer. Shouldn't need any more than about 35 minutes. That should be good enough. Maybe we'll just do 32. All right, and that's it. And I'll see y'all in 32 minutes. All right, the 32 minutes are up. Let's take it out and see what it looks like. Let me turn this off. All right, let me pull it out of the oven. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Look, guys. Ooh, that looks good. I probably put a little bit too much butter, but that's how you get the flavor. All right, so I'm gonna get me a plate. Serve it up. Give me a fork and we're gonna see what we have in here. Ooh, I'm excited. I love fish. Probably, let me get a spatula, that'd be better. Spatula. Ooh, look, guys. Got my asparagus. Trying not to break my fish here, but it broke apart a little bit. All right, let's get these asparagus at the bottom. I really wanted to have the asparagus at the bottom, but let's just do this like this. That's my other piece of fish. But you all get the point. It's all going down the same way. It's my shrimp. And if you all are watching carbs like me, this is a very delicious meal that you can make for yourself. Or if you want to make it ahead and you can let that be your lunch at work and season it however you want to season it. But this is how I wanted to do mine today. I'm sorry the plating isn't perfect, but there you go. Salmon, asparagus, and shrimp. Let's see what it tastes like. Seasoned perfectly. I'll try some asparagus. Nice and tender. It's not overcooked. It's perfect. Thank you guys for watching my channel.